Welcome to PrairieFoxSurvival.com. I'm Richard, and we've had some requests to see how we do our gardening. Now, we've tried to make this video. This is the third time, and due to the Texas wind, even with the equipment we have, it still was drowning out our voice. So the sun just came up, and we're going to try to get it done this time. Well, what we have here, if you can see the box, or part of it, this is what we put our strawberries in, and we're not going to get many this year. We do have an enclosure we can put on top of it to keep the birds and our dogs out. But at this time, it hadn't produced enough, still too early. Here in West Texas, we get 3 planting seasons. Our spring garden is almost gone now, and we'll get ready. We put in our summer garden, and we're going to get ready to start preparing for the fall garden again for our cold weather crop stuff. So I've got an area back here where we had our turnips and our spinach. So we'll start working that ground in through the summer and get it ready for our fall crop. Well, let's move over to the watermelon patch. We have over here, we have 9 hills, and you can see we're using PVC pipe for our irrigation system. It makes it so much easier to water. Now, these are black diamond watermelons, and a lot of them have come up wild, so some of the coyotes got into our watermelon patch last year before I could get them. But as you can see, the watermelons are starting to put on. Now, not knowing what came up wild, we don't know if these are yellow meat or red meat, but we do know they're all black diamond heirloom. And these will get up anywhere from 20 to 45 pounds. I think 43 is the largest we've ever had. The hill right beside it here, we have a wild watermelon coming up, but this is cantaloupe right here. And these are heirloom seed also. And we're hoping that even with the late 2 freezes we had, that we're still going to be able to get a few cantaloupe off of them. And if you can see this plant here, we're not certain, but we're pretty sure that that's a cotton plant that's coming up. So we should have some cotton this year. Let's move over to our cages. These are our tomato plants, and some of them were given to us because they had overwatered them at Kmart and they were about to die, so we managed to bring most of them out. We have one here right beside me that I'm not sure it'll make it or not, but these are starting to flower out and produce, and we had our cages wrapped on any of our plants that we put in, as whether it's a plant, we'll wrap it because of the Texas wind. But now, anything we plant from seed, we don't wrap that cage. And as we move up the line, I'll show you what I mean in this. Another thing, before we leave, I'd like to say right here with your tomato plants, when you're using an irrigation system, because we have tomatoes, eggplant, bell peppers, cucumbers, yellow squash, zucchini squash, and with that, you want to be able to shut off the water to some of your tomatoes, because overwater them can cause bloom rot on them. And as I'm moving up the line here, these are our eggplant, and it looks like they're going to produce great this year. So we're waiting, they're already flowering out. And as we move on here, we have 2 cucumber plants. Now, we will plant some a little later and just let them go wild. But one of them is a pickling cucumber, and the other is your regular cucumber. And we make all of our own pickles. I'm not big on bread and butter pickles or anything, but I love dill. So I can't remember how long it's been since we bought a jar of pickles. Over here, we're getting into our zucchini squash here. Let's see. Wow, I've been wanting a zucchini boat, and if I can get to this thing, we let our zucchinis get a little bit larger. Sometimes we'll let them get twice as big as this. And what we'll do is we will make zucchini boats out of this. It looks like I can see over here we have another one that's about ready. But we're going to give it a few more days. We'll move back here to our yellow squash. Okay, here we have a yellow squash. I see 3. We've already taken about 6 off of these plants. Now this one, as you can see, I'm going to give it another couple of days. But we were wanting some yellow squash today, so I'll get in here. Now that one we would normally let go about another 2 or 3 days, but we're going to go ahead because we wanted a squash to eat today and pick it now. And one thing I would like to say, if you can see it, to help with our weeds on all of our caged plants like this, we do put, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's what they use in gardens to keep the weeds from coming up. And we lay it right on top of the ground, and it really helps keep our weeding down.